Okay, just doing a quick test on posting some videos on X. Um, this will just be a short video about my thoughts regarding my team navigating the next 4 game weeks because we do have a blank in game week 31. So this is my team as it stands now, currently ranked 15 in the world live. We still have 1 game to play in this game week, so this screen here shows 18, but overall live it's 15 at the moment. So this is my team as it stands. I got 2.7 million in the bank. I got 4 free transfers. Um, and this is the team. As you know, we do have a few blanks coming up from City, Arsenal, Crystal Palace, and Wolves. So they're all blank in game week 31. So looking at my team again, I need to navigate it the best way possible because I do have Haaland, Ismail Sarr, Timber, Gabriel, Raya, who are all blanking. And currently, that's 1 player too much. I would only be able to line up with 10 players. So I'm looking to kind of navigate this the best way possible, and that would mean selling some players that are blanking along the way the next coming game weeks. So if we look at the 4 teams blanking, it's also pretty clear that City, Arsenal, and Palace have really great fixtures before that, making it a tough decision to sell anyone from these teams here. But with Haaland might be a doubt. I doubt that he's a doubt, and I think he'll be fine for Newcastle. But Haaland underlying stats has been quite poor, quite bad, to be honest, the last couple of weeks and maybe even months. Then we have Arsenal with some tough fixtures, away against Spurs and home against Chelsea. Those are tough. No matter the situation at Spurs, playing in a London derby is always hard. Wolves with Ismail Assar, home against Wolves is a perfect game week. But then away against United and away against Spurs is it's not the best fixtures. So my point here is that we could be looking at keeping Sarr for 1 game week and then selling him in game week 28. It might not also be an option to get rid of 1 Arsenal player, and that could be Raya. But a very interesting move would be to sell Haaland. And to sell Haaland, you would I'm just gonna move a bit forward here because in this scenario here, I've sold Haaland and I've sold Ismail Assar. So I'm selling 2 of the players that I know are blanking in game week 31. I've bought in Salah, and I would buy in Salah if I decide to sell Haaland. But then we have this open spot in the attack, and I think it's a difficult decision to choose the attacker that will replace Haaland. But if we look at some of the teams that have great fixtures and especially a great fixture in game week 31, it's Fulham, it's Liverpool, Aston Villa, and Brentford. Fulham home against Burnley. I would say Raul Jimenez seems interesting, but then again, they got Muniz back, and Raul got subbed off at 60 minutes, I think, in the last game week. So due to his expected minutes, I don't think he's that interesting. Then we got Liverpool, and of course the only attacker to mention here would be Ikitike, whose underlying stats is actually pretty good, and with great fixes coming up. I haven't done my latest research on Alexander Isak, and where is he, and how far away is he from game time? To be honest, I don't know. I haven't looked into it, but that would be something to consider. Then we got Aston Villa, and that would be Watkins. Great fixture in game week 31, and also great fixtures coming up. That could also be the replacement for Haaland in this scenario. Brentford away against Leeds. I do already have Thiago, so that wouldn't be an option. So yeah, I would have to figure out who to replace Haaland with. Honestly, if I just had to mention one player, it would probably be Ikitike. Yeah, I would probably go that route. Another, yeah, I have them all here. Also, Evan Nilsson. Forgot to mention Evan Nilsson and Bournemouth. Evan Nilsson, great differential, decent underlying stats, performing like absolutely performing horrible, not delivering any points, but it is what it is. And I also think there are some more interesting picks from Bournemouth in the midfield. Another option, navigating the blank game week 31. These are just two options. There are like many options, many routes, many ways you could go. And this is just from my perspective with my team. Here I've sold Raya for Keller. I've sold Tarkowski for Hill. I've sold, who have I sold here? I've sold Mbemo for Salah, and I've sold Ismail Assar for Dango. Now that means that in this team, I only have 3 players blanking: Haaland, Timber, and Gabriel, which is absolutely perfect. I also have Haaland and Salah, and I have Dango and Anderson and Hill with very decent fixtures in game week 31. So this is another route. You could also maybe look into not selling Raya, keeping him, but selling Enzo, and kind of that way. And I know that I also have the possibility of going Tarkowski to Hill, which I've done here, going Mbemo to Salah, and Enzo to Tavernier. That's also a possibility. But again, there's so many routes, and these were just 2 routes out of many routes. And this was just a test that I'm gonna post it on X. So let me know what you think, and let me know if you seen it all, and hit me up with some feedback. Thank you for watching.